Alright guys, how's it going? Miller here. How are we all doing? Um, there's a lot of War of the Roses stuff going up at the moment, or a lot of people talking about doing the Wars of the Roses. I know Ken from Miniature Wargaming Warriors is doing some stuff at the moment, and I know that Steve from On Point HQ has also got some stuff on the way, and then obviously there's Martin who's always got stuff going on as it is. So I've had these on the painting table for a good few months now. I remember when I was doing an army showcase a long time ago. I showed what forces I'd got, and I suggested what to do next. And there was a bit of vote between doing some commanders or doing some cavalry or some pikes. I ended up starting to do some cavalry all the way back then, and then never finished them. I only managed to make the horses, but finally got around to finishing these off. So this is Edward Neville, the third Baron of Bergenavy. Bergavini. I'll write it up here so you can see it. It's somewhere in Wales, so it's always going to be hard for me to pronounce. It's quite a hard man to research, really. He's part of the Nevilles clan, and they're a big family. I think I read on here somewhere that he had about, well, he was the seventh son of Ralph Neville. And I mean, that was Southerns. He had daughters as well, so there's plenty of them just from Ralph. But I know he was born in 1414, and I know that by 1426 he'd been knighted. By 1438 he was Justice of the Peace in Durham, and then I know also that he was fighting in France in 1449 because he was a captain fighting over there in his forces, and I know that his son was part of the English forces that were handed over and surrendered at Rouen. And then coming a bit closer to the Wars of the Roses, by 1454 he was part of the Privy Council under Richard of York, with his nephew, which was Richard Neville, or the Earl of Warwick, and he was made Commissioner of Array in Kent. Now, Commissioners of Arrays are sort of people who are responsible for making sure that there's a force when needed. They'd make sure that there was an army or retinues ready for combat. And then in 1470, he was also made Commissioner of Array again, but in the north, as he was made captain of the armies in the north under Edward IV. And he was one of the Nevilles who stayed loyal to Edward when his nephew Warwick went against him and led an army against him and led a force against him with Edward's brother Clarence. And then obviously Warwick ended up dying at the Battle of Barnet. Other than that, I haven't got much more that I know about him. I know he died at the age of 63, I think, in 1476. So that's quite an old age for back then, I think. Especially considering I don't think Edward had made it anywhere near that. But yeah, these were pretty fun to do. Obviously the Perrys, flags are from Frizzy Waters. Had a go at doing the liveries on them. It was on the front, he's got these really strange interlocking horns for a bull on his flag or on his colours. They were quite a pain to do. Luckily I only had to do two of them, because I ended up doing his coat of arms on the front here, which was quite hard, but when they're all the way back there from a distance you won't see it. But yeah, a lot of fun doing them. Finally got them out of the way. Quite hard to research and find someone on cavalry. Spoke to Martin a few times about it, and we had a few discussions. And in the end, I just ended up trying to go for a smaller commander who didn't make as much of as far as I'm aware, but that I could probably be proven wrong quite easily, didn't make as much of an impact to need to be being a main command stand. I could hide him in a regiment of horse and no one would bat an eyelid. But it was good to finally get something of these done. But yeah, um, plenty more bill and bow I've got to crack on with. I've got two more horse regiments I want to do, but I'll probably do them as my Burgundians because I've done these as lighter armed. They've not got the full heavy mail or heavy armor for the horses. But yeah, well, that's it for now on these guys. Hope you're all good, and bye for now.